The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 66. You got the Nasdaq down 22. S&P's a flat. Gold contract up $9.50, trading at $12.10 an ounce. We have silver trading up. Where are you, silver? Silver's up 2 cents. Silver needs a bid. Gold's got a slight bid. The silver needs to get going here. We're at $14.14.
$10. That's pretty slight. I like $10 to the upside on gold.
Totally. No one's digging silver though.
Yeah.
Light sweet crude. We're going to get the numbers out at 11 o'clock today. That is flat, $68.73. We have notes and bonds up 1 tick as well as 3 ticks on the 30-year. 10 years trading at 119.31. 30-year is at 143.31. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar came down with volume yesterday. You're down 130 ticks out here this morning, 94.985. Your volume is contracting, though, as we're trading out here today. The euro is at 116.40 to 1 U.S. dollar. The yen is out here at 111.16 to 1 U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade. Don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Great program, fast market. If you haven't test-driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, always remember, you can come right over to our website. You'll see the banner on the top or the side. Hit the banner. You can bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin as well as Tom White, his team, each and every trading day. Now, the easiest way to do this, if you happen to be driving down the West Coast right now, early in the morning, beautiful coastline there, remember that you can go right on your cell phone. You go to YouTube, you put TFNN in there, so hit subscribe. Each and every program is going to come up. The Bluetooth gets it right into your radio.
Rock and roll, man.
It's a
You got
beautiful
it.
thing. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
How you doing?
Happy Thursday, everybody. Sorry about that. I was almost
Happy Thursday.
Yeah, no,
Short
bro.
week. Tomorrow's Friday. I feel like it's almost Tuesday or Wednesday, right? But
It really does almost feel like a Friday, though.
we all need 4-day work weeks. Let's go. Let's make it happen.
You know, I think we'd be more productive.
I
you
agree.
Know?
You got to be, right?
You know, as long, I don't know what we'd do. I think 3 days off, I'd probably absolutely be spending too much money. The good thing about working is that when you're working, you're not spending money. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I do. I think we all hear it. We get that totally right.
I'm telling you, man. It just means.
So what are we seeing, guys?
I'm sorry. What?
What are we seeing? What are we seeing in terms of the economic data that we have today? What are we seeing in terms of the non-farm payroll and unemployment number we have coming out tomorrow? I thought the ADP number was a little bit light, but still a good, solid number.
Yep.
Jobless claims were crazy low at 203,000.
Yeah.
Productivity and costs came in a nice number there, 2.9% on non-farm productivity, down 1% in terms of unit labor costs. So higher productivity, lower cost. That's good.
No,
So
it's absolutely
here we are.
good. It's absolutely good. And, you know, we've talked about this, you know, many times, that I think that in general, the debt structure in the U.S. right now, meaning even, I'm talking retail, not companies, is in good shape. You know, I don't think that people have used their homes as piggy banks yet. And that is a big deal because we know the economy's already cooking.
Sure.
I mean, that's the reality, okay? So now the question's going to be, you know, what are you going to do for me now, right?
Right. The numbers they're looking for tomorrow, guys, the consensus number I'm getting, 198,000 on the non-farm payrolls and 3.8% in the unemployment.
3.8.
So that'll be an interesting. Yeah, 3.8 and 198. Now those are pretty lofty numbers.
Yeah.
For the expectations. So we'll have to see how that goes tomorrow.
And, you know,
those are some lofty ones.
I agree, Kevin. I was just saying, you think of things risk reward, right? So what are the odds they hit 3.8? That'd be the estimate. Okay, what are the odds that it comes in above or below? What are the odds it comes in at like 3.7, 3.6? Oh my goodness, right? Versus maybe it's 3.9 or 4, which is still amazing. I mean, that's just say it's really lofty. 3.8, my goodness.
Well, it seems that from the numbers this morning, it seems that the rate, the unemployment rate, could still go down for sure.
Sure.
And I get a feeling that the market is even going to shake off a lower number tomorrow because of the number this morning, which is pretty cool.
I hear you,
I mean, do you know
yes.
what I mean?
Right.
You know, you probably can come in 30, 40,000 less, and it's not going to be the end of the world because you can see, you know, market-wise here, you know, the NASDAQ looks to me that, yeah, it's weak, and that wants to go south. But, like, all of a sudden, the Dow Industrials now want to go up and reach the highs. It's like, okay, you know, every day the Dow's been coming back, you know. So,
Right.
you know, that's a change of tune. And what I'm really trying to figure out, Kevin, is that has the dollar kind of changed trend here? Because I'm trying to look, I'm saying to myself, okay, this is interesting, man. We haven't seen strength in the Dow for a while. Not that it's huge strength, but guess what? It keeps coming back.
Yeah.
And
Right.
if the dollar does get weaker, what's going to happen? Those multinationals will make a fortune. I mean,
Definitely.
they're going to be
Exactly
the first
right.
ones, you know, that are going to make big
Yeah.
dollars.
It's only about 600 Dow
Lower
points from all-time
dollar,
high.
good for multinationals, good for commodities as well.
Oh,
Look at what is it's Tommy. I heard him mention before we came out about gold. Look at gold up to 1,210.
Yeah.
All it takes is a little back off here in the U.S. dollar, and gold jumps.
It did. And, you know, we haven't caught a bid on gold since April, folks. Well, you got one
Right.
bid
I
like
hear you.
a week and a half
in
ago.
context, yeah, you need
You
a
know,
little.
but I can, you know, and I guess when we look at the emerging market, Kevin, right, what ends up happening is like, okay, I mean, if we were running things, you can't let all these countries' currencies get destroyed because our banks have lent to them. So it's like they're going to be sitting there scratching their head saying, okay, there's one thing with one country, but as 6 different countries, when their currencies are going down 10 to 15%, wealth-wise, it's like, you know what, they're going to start turning some screws here, you know, so
Yeah.
it's going to
Yeah,
get...
you're exactly right. And you've heard, you know, remember, a lower dollar favors U.S. multinationals, so it's not like the Trump administration is clamoring for a higher dollar.
Oh,
Right?
no.
They've really, you know, Steve Mnuchin kind of got caught saying the truth a couple months ago, saying he'd like a lower U.S. dollar. I think that helps him.
No, totally. And now, this is what I think is going on. Now it'll help the world, too.
Yep.
That's
Exactly.
and the banks behind it. Do you know what I mean? Because I was saying to Tommy, you know, when you look at the politics and when you look at the financials, right? To me, that they're both wicked sharks. But my take is that the financials will always win. You know, because guess what? We're a capitalist society. So it's like, hey, man, when it goes down to it, it's going to be like those banks are going to say, hey, man, we got to reel back this dollar. And you know, we'll see how that shakes out. But the amount of
I think it surprised people, Tom, in number one, how far it went, and number two, how long it stayed up here. I think both those have been surprising to traders.
Yeah, totally. You know, so it's gonna be an intriguing deal. There's no doubt. And as we're speaking, I'm not quite sure why someone is selling this Nasdaq down pretty good right
Those
now.
tech stocks, man. Last couple of days.
Yeah.
We started.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking NASDAQ down about 63 points here. And now E-minis, since we've come on the air, E-minis were up, Tom. They're now down 7.
Yeah.
And ticking pretty actively, I'm seeing here. So this market looks like it's picking up a little steam here.
They're getting ready for your fast market program, Kevin. They're just teasing it.
It's so true, folks. Right here, 45 minutes. You want to understand option strategies, folks, in all markets. 45 minutes right here. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Have a great weekend. Look forward to speaking to you on Tuesday.
Good talking to you guys. Have a great
You
weekend.
too, Kevin. Thanks.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. And if we go take a look at, some of the culprits here inside the NDX, this is a big one because what you have, folks, is that Lam Research is down $9.81, 162. Now, that's not the biggest part of it. The biggest part of this actually has to do with, this is going to be an ABC structure on the way down. And if we take a look at Lam, what you're going to see is this. I remember when Lam was one of the first chip stocks to get in trouble, to come off its high. That high, $234.
Okay.
You're talking about March.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 months, that's it.
Yeah, and guess what? Now what's happening, it's the infamous February 9th.
Yep.
Okay,
So
swing
the Dow
low.
was down like 1,000 points, right?
Yeah,
The whole, yep.
$156. Well, it's going for it. That's the first part. The second part is larger, though. The second part, this very well could be an ABC structure on the way down. And the volume right now is picked up. That's a big heads up because if we go look at, let's see what other culprit is out there. Yeah, you got Micron. Look at this. Okay, so the chips they're hitting.
And what about Win? No, keep going.
Yeah, you got Micron down 7.6%, 377. Win's down 6%, 852. Oh, Clack.
Yes.
Look at that. Whoa, Clack's down 10%.
Core, yeah.
No, 8.3%. I wonder if they just come out with numbers here. Let's see what happened here. They just sell it down. Yeah, they just sold it down.
So KLA 10 Core presentation, Citi Global Technology Conference. Maybe they have a
big presentation.
Big presentation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bad presentation.
Well, I mean, maybe it's one of those things that it needs to be said, as in, companies don't like to surprise all the bad news in one earnings call. They do try and get it out because if it's coming, and they know it's coming, and unfortunately, you can't hide it forever. There's a few things we can jump around, but why not? Dave White is posted in here. So I saw this yesterday, and Dave White talking about Facebook, right? We'll pull this up, see if it loads. This is a post article. What it talked about, it is an amazing statistic. I was reading this yesterday. Nearly half of millennials have deleted their Facebook app in the last year. Let's see if it loads. I mean, the statistics are wild. So here's 18 to 29. Talk about where you need to be if you're in social platforms these days. 44% of whom said they've deleted the app from their phones over the last year. 1 in 4, more than 1 in 4 people, yeah. All told, 74% of Facebook users say they've taken one of the following actions in the final year. Looking at least at their privacy. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah.
3 out of every 4 people. You get 3 out of every 4 people to do anything? That's
Right.
pretty remarkable, you
Right.
know? And it was quite, I mean, just to keep on your radar, that type. And when you talk about 18 to 29, you're talking about people up to 30 years old. That's millennials, but that's not young anymore almost. You know, you're in the
Yeah.
workforce, let alone what are people doing under 18, which is so
Yeah.
important as well, right? Anyway, I found that interesting and something to keep on your radar.
Yeah,
because,
well,
man, it
that's
surprised me.
good. They can have a life, man. You can
Yeah,
have, you can have a
listen,
life without a phone.
And that's the thing. It's not really surprising too. So keep that on your radar, as in where are the future generations going to be on Facebook? Because if it's all your uncle and your aunt and you're somebody ranting in politics or something, that's not what built that company. You know, as in that can't be what it was. People sharing pictures and people sharing personal experiences. And if people aren't into that, it's just something to keep on there for sure.
Yeah. So, natural gas, too, right?
Yeah, natural gas. You got it. So today
yeah.
is Thursday. Let's jump over to the Nadex platform. We'll pull this bad boy up. Where are we? There we are. And let me, give me one moment right here while I refresh this. So, 2 seconds. So pause.
We got some nice volatility in this market today, that's for sure.
Okay. We got it all. I'm setting up the trades. Getting my platform ready. Okay, so it is Thursday, and Thursday of a long weekend, which is interesting, as in Thursday, we had Monday off, so natural gas stays at 10:30s on Thursdays.
Right.
Oil, usually Wednesday at 10:30, gets actually pushed back, so we're going to get oil numbers at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Right.
But we'll take a look at, we're going to go into natural gas. We're going to jump around here. We'll start maybe with our noon spread. So we're looking at the October contract. You got natural gas trading about 278 right now. A little bit of volatility, nothing too dramatic in terms of, we're talking
Couple
about
pennies,
a penny and a half, you know, really, right? From 278 to about just over 279.5. So starting off with the noon spreads, we like to set up maybe a volatility trade here. Look for a spread to the bullish side, spread to the bearish side. What's happening here is that we're trading at 278.4. The spreads are going to start at 280. So what's important to notice is that if you're buying a spread to the bullish side, you'd have exposure from 280 to 3. You're selling a spread to the bearish side, you have exposure from 280 to 260. It's important to notice you have over a penny and a half of intrinsic value on the negative side. So this takes on a little bit of a bearish bias trade. And you'll see that. So you're selling this is going to cost you $22 on the bearish side, right? And about 15 of that, call it, is intrinsic value, which is a penny and a half. And then the rest, you're paying 7/10 of a penny about in premium. And then on the bullish side, identical premium, no intrinsic value, right? So you're looking at about $30, which would be 3 pennies you would need from 280. So that's where you begin to realize that, okay, so on the downside, my break even's 277. On the upside, it's 283.
Right.
I'm a penny and a half away from breaking even on the downside. I'm 4.5 pennies from breaking even on the upside, and that's why it's important to realize, you know, those bearish bias, bullish bias. Hey, if you're thinking, you know what, I think it might pop downside, I think it might just have huge volatility, that's a nice setup, but just be aware that this is an easier trade to make money on if the market moves to the negative side.
Right.
You know,
and
so,
what we normally like, well, not normally, what we like, period, is as close to the intrinsic value as we can get.
Yeah, to that point, as in to zero intrinsic value on either side.
Because then it's a volatility trade.
And in this situation, that would just basically be, it would be awesome if the contract we're trading at 280.
Right.
Because then what would happen is you might have a little bit more premium than the $7 because this is out of the money by a penny and a half. So as it gets closer to being in the money, you know, you're going to have to pay for that. But realistically, it would be a cheaper trade combined when it's at that price point.
Yes.
And let's just see how, I feel like, you know, they're going to line up pretty similarly, you know, because there hasn't been a dramatic move in natural gas where they're all going to have kind of similar setups. So that was the noon setup, just to give an option. Here's your 11 a.m. Things might change a little bit, as you can see. Instead of 22 on the bearish side, you're paying 20. Instead of 7 on the bullish side, you're paying 6. The difference being you only have until 11, so you have a half hour after the news breaks.
Right.
Instead of 12, so that's where, again, you'd have to make that decision depending on what you're expecting. Do you want to pay $26, 2.6 pennies, or do you want to pay $30 and have till noon? And then just to finish up kind of some of the comparisons, going to be a very similar daily, 8 till 2:30, and identical on the daily. So, you know, something to keep in mind. The other side of that, you can always just take one of these trades. This is where if you really have a feel for a bullish pop or something, right on the news, you know, quite a trade if you're really directionally biased, where you're putting up less than half a penny, right, in terms of getting in there 2806.
Or even on the bearish side.
I
Because,
agree.
you know, what happens on the bearish side, yeah, you're putting up 20 bucks, okay, but the bottom line is that, well, 22 is your maximum loss.
Right.
But what you have is that you're already in the money, so...
Yeah, you know, if the contract expires where it's at right now, right, 278.3 we'll call it, you get $17 of that back. So you're kind of just paying the $5 in premium.
Imagine that.
And you have profit potential down to 260. And if you get the volatility that's kind of crazy on that number, you're capped out at 280. It is.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 32, Nasdaq's down 46, S&Ps are off 6, gold's up 8.20, silver's up 2 cents. Come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 40, Nasdaq down 40, S&Ps down 4.5.
And there's our natural gas number, rising 63 billion cubic feet for the week. And to jump back to the chart and see how the market is reacting, get down there. Nothing too dramatic so far. So we're trading about 278.5 coming into there. And just ticking around a bit, we'll get the raw numbers on that. Climbing a bit, 279 approaching.
Yeah.
But again, we would have needed to recalibrate things, would between 2.5 and 3 pennies, call it. So about 277 on the downside, 283 on the upside. We'll give it a few seconds. We might be there, man. We'll see.
But this is not the way that, if we had the volatility trade on, folks, this wouldn't be the way that you wanted it to go in the first place, because you need 283, and that and the gas market would be pretty hard to get.
To the upside, right?
Yes.
As in, if you got to choose, you would want, because here's our break even on the downside, 277.
Oh, it was, yeah.
And to put things, here's our upside break even. I mean, different worlds completely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we'll check back in, but not quite the move you'd look for right off the bat.
So, when we talk the cannabis stocks, what do you see this? So Telray is giving it up like $10 here. That's what it was a few minutes ago.
Number 15 there, I see it.
Oh, look at it. It's only $5. Oh my God! Look at this. It's going to come right back. This is the Wild West out here. Look at this. So Telray, folks, had a low today of 76, a high of 87.
Yeah, Tilray, I think. Yeah.
I got to see this. Tilray. Look at this, man. This is an incredible. What this is going to be a short squeeze, folks, because it's showing 17% short interest right now. You're talking a stock that was $20 on the 19th of July.
Yeah.
And
there's only 10 million shares on the float.
Well, it was so
which is
cool.
A small number.
What it was cool is Kelly in the Den. He turned us on that. Remember to look at the prospectus?
Yes.
And when you pull this up, this is where this really goes. And Dave White talks about this a lot too. Is that he calls them sliver series? What do you call them? The IPOs. What do you call them, Dave? I forget what he calls them. He calls them sliver something.
Okay.
So you get Privateer Holdings.
Yeah.
They own 76%.
They own it all. Practically.
They own it all.
Yeah.
Right. And we go look. You got 76 shares, 76 million outstanding.
Yep. 10
million a shot.
On the float. No.
Yeah.
10 on the float, 1.8 short.
1.8 short. Okay. So, big number.
Yes.
We'll see where the whole thing shakes out. If we go to a Canopy, CGC, Canopy right now is trading down 220.
It's almost down 5% today.
You get volatility, man.
Yeah,
it's
they all had quite a big day yesterday, too.
Pretty amazing. Oh, look at this. Oh, folks, this is how this is getting wild. If you just mention, let me see if I can find this again. I had this stock this morning. If you just mention pot and your anything
to do with your publicly traded company.
Yeah, there was a stock yesterday that went up 45%. It was a beverage stock.
This is the new crypto deal, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Long Island Iced Tea becomes Long Island Blockchain.
It was one of these companies.
Right.
I should have saved the story.
Now it's Long Island Cannabis, right?
Yeah. No. It was a beverage company that was doing a presentation, and they said that they have tested out infused drinks, and the stock went up 45% intraday.
Sure.
Yeah. Yes, we are talking $1 stock, folks. But guess what? $1 to $1.45. People are wild, man. It's the whole thing is wild.
And how about the Bitcoin, just to jump around real quick? You seen that kind of negative extended move in Bitcoin today? So we're at 7,300 as of yesterday, and we spiked down to basically 62.98 early this morning.
Oh, I know.
Quite a move when you back this up, and there's kind of your cascade. So it began early yesterday on that news that Goldman Sachs pulling their trading desk, or at least making it much less of a priority than they thought they were going to make it.
Yeah.
And the cascade began from almost 7,400. The first drop was down to about 7,150, and then you get. Let me just move this.
Big number,
see the
man.
Times, yeah. And then we get from about 7, 8 o'clock last night. You get a blip, and before you know it, 8:30, you're down there at 63.27. Pretty remarkable.
And Jason Path, he's been talking about this Bitcoin, quite a bit. That if this blows out the bottom, it's big trouble. And the way that's trading, that could blow out the bottom very quickly, folks.
It gets dicey when we're down in the 6 and change, because to put this on a daily chart, I mean, you don't need to be a technician to say, man, this 6,000 might be a critical value to stay above, right?
Yeah.
Here
it is.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So here, let me bring this up. Dave got it. New Age Beverage Corporation. Okay.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So let me see this thing.
One more. There we go.
New Age. What a word. There it is. Okay. NBEV.
It's kind of like InBev, right? They got a nice little.
Yeah. So here, if we take a look at this, let's.
It's not $1 stock. It's $2 stock.
$2 stock now. So the low is $1.30. The high is $4.24.
Look at the 52-week low, August 22nd. What is that, like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
It was at 424 though within the last 52 weeks too.
And
Wow,
so
look
here,
at that.
here it is yesterday, folks.
My goodness.
This happened at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the afternoon was $1.55. At 3:20 is a 208, and at
330,
245.
Yeah.
So you went up. Yeah, went up almost $1.
Yeah. Not bad.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
And so here, this is.
But there's, so look at that though. It was already in March. It was just a lot higher. I mean,
Yeah.
it had really traded lower.
So this is what it's about. It used to be companies needed a sober-minded business proposition to get invested, hooked on shares. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Yeah, now it just takes a fleeting mention of anything having to do with marijuana. Case in point, new age beverage would surge as much as 45%, even more now if you go, I think, merely saying it had tested a cannabis-infused beverage in Colorado. So they began the day worth about $80 million. That's probably the market cap.
Okay.
And it closed at 94.4, but it was a lot higher at one point than that. Yeah, we're gauging receptivity here in the local market to have an understanding of how consumers are responding before launching anything nationally. He's the head of marketing at New Age, said in a phone interview after the presentation. It's still a little bit of a touchy space, as you can imagine. I don't know what that means, especially if you're in Colorado. It seems like that's well ingrained in their society.
Yeah, there's no more touchy space.
There's still a little bit of evolution that consumers need to go through to register what CBD is and how it's different from marijuana. I'd probably agree with that statement for sure.
Yeah. The touchy space now is going to be if you're having a conversation and you don't own a pot stock. There's going to be something wrong with you.
Okay.
I'm only kidding, folks. But
Yeah, thanks for clarifying.
Well,
not go
Kelly's
full
telling
over
us that they have the Marley brand. That's interesting if that's the case.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they could. It's a really saturated market in terms of brands right now,
Oh,
right?
totally,
in terms
man.
of,
So let's
but
see.
that's quite a name, the Marley brand, if they're the one, yeah.
They're taking some money.
They do. I don't know. What's up with the 11.6, 11.6? That seems, what's the,
Yeah.
I guess they're just a
11.
beverage company, so nothing's based on growth. I was thinking cannabis when we brought it up, but they're
Yeah.
just, you know, why are they stagnant? Because they're not in cannabis right now. They're just in beverages.
And they're still losing money. Look at this.
Yeah.
Man, you're taking $54 million and you lose money.
Yeah.
I guess that's...
You know, what probably happens is it's not like a high margin business, probably, right? I mean, there's a lot of production costs. It's not
Yeah.
like Facebook, you're selling cloud or Amazon. You know, you're selling
Right.
things in a can that you need to deliver to somebody's door and put in their hand. There's a lot of costs, I'm sure.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 20. Nasdaq is down 60. S&P is down 925. You got the Nasdaq as well as the S&P, folks, picking up steam to the downside. We're coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 20. You got the Nasdaq down 61. S&P's off 9.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jack Gleason from Major League Trading, as we do each and every Thursday at 40 past the hour. You can take a look at what Jack does every day, folks, at MajorLeagueTrading.com. Jack Gleason, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? We got the Nasdaq down 80 points. Big sell here.
There's some weakness in this Nasdaq, man. You know, it's pretty amazing. The Dow seems to want to keep coming back. I mean, we just gave up 90 points, but there is a shift inside that Nasdaq.
Those tech stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, what was it? Larry Page didn't show up for work, so that's always a problem.
I didn't see it. Oh, right. Is that yesterday you're talking about?
That's yesterday.
Yeah,
so.
They had a nice little name tag for him, but he was not there. Yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what? When you say nothing, what can they do, right?
Well, I said, we can jump to your charts in a moment, Jack, but I was saying to you upstairs, I said, that's a very conscious decision, and who knows what they didn't want to answer questions about. That's the more intriguing thing. Because you don't, you know.
The only question is, was he really busy, or was he really trying to avoid it?
Yeah,
right.
That's
Avoidance.
Yes, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
No doubt. So, we have some of your charts up here, Jack.
Okay. What do we got first? Oil?
Let's go for it. Oil, perfect.
Okay. So obviously oil's been in a, last week I came on and it had that resistance level, which was right around, like, it was a little bit before the high, but basically that rejection candle we had on the 4th of September. Last week I came on, that was actually the level I was looking to sell. So I got lucky and got short that day. We've been selling off ever since. I'm not looking for us to stop until this full halfway back long. 67.92 is that full halfway back long.
Okay.
From the beginning of, I guess the low is there's the August 16th low. So 67.92 is that level I'm watching. You can kind of see that hammer candle right at that level where, there was just a general breakout, even if you look left of the chart. So I'm really watching that. Did we have oil inventory report just yet?
11 o'clock it's going to be.
Yes.
And if you're watching us on Target TV, folks, what you're going to see here, which is really cool, Jack has it. It's the 50% retracement from the low of the consolidations to the high. He's talking about the hammer candle. And that candle right before it, that's big strength. So it's really sweet, Jack, isn't it, when the fibs line up with, a strength number like that? It's like, okay,
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah. No,
and we talked about it last week. It was the fibs on the short side lining up with the prior resistance.
Yeah.
And look, we're talking about that level. I had it marked up as, I think it was like 70, 80. We did get a little bit above it, but we have completely been rejected, sold off about $3. So, that was a really good opportunity a nice trade there.
You know, it's a mind blower that, when you have a big consolidation like this, is that it almost gets to the top, went to 71.40, and then gave it up in spades, immediately. It's like
about a half hour.
Like, how does this work? Do you know what I mean? It's like we know we trade off them.
Season of the golf. Just keep that as part of that. There's a lot of volatility coming in there for sure.
Okay, so we're going to get those numbers at 11 o'clock. We'll get some little rattle and rolling.
Tease for the oil inventories.
And so the next chart.
What do we have? We're looking at the S&Ps, Jack?
Okay.
That's the S&P. So basically the next level I'm looking at down here, let me just 28.65.75. So I don't have any support. As soon as we lose these 78s, which we're losing right now, there's another, that's 13 points down before I see anything actually coming in. So I don't think this is over just yet. We'll see if we can get a rally back to 88s or 90s, 28.88, 28.90. I'd be looking for potential short sequence. Now, 28.78.5, guys, watch. If we close below that, here today, it's going to be a slip inside. The only thing, we got non-farm payrolls tomorrow, so that's the only reason I thought that maybe would not happen today. I thought maybe they'd wait for the number, but maybe they drive it down right into that support, hold it going into the non-farm payroll number, and then rip her out. But we shall see how it ends up playing out. I would prefer to see us tomorrow, if we do open up just like right at or below that level, and then if we start getting bid above the open and it's looking bullish tomorrow, I think that'll be a really good setup. Because I love overnight gap downs in the supports. Typically, you have the best reaction. You have a lot of traders just open panic sell, people getting trapped on the low. So if that ends up setting up, especially in a gap down tomorrow, one of the things to also notice is that's the prior breakout going back to, I think that we broke out of that level in like August.
Yeah, no, this is serious business where this S&P is going right now, because I mean, if it gets below that, you could have a failure here. So
and if we get below that, then it's we're gonna start playing a little more to the short side than we have been to the long side. I mean, it's not looking good right now, that's for sure.
And the next chart we have,
I believe it's the Dow. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, so the Dow's saving the market right now, man.
The Dow is saving the market, and that being said, that would probably be the one I'd really want to pay attention to the most. I still think we're going to take out lows of the week, especially with the way this market's trading. But my level is 25,756, so that's what I'm looking at. And we've already bounced off that 38% attrition at 25,857. Both it was Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So a crack below that, look for no support. So you also can short down. One thing I would look for is if we do start breaking down below those lows, it's my belief that there's going to be no support until 25,756. So that's, roughly a 100-point move where I just, it'll be one of those quick waterfalls down in, but that's what we got going on right now. We got a waterfall.
Yeah, I mean, you can see what's intriguing, Jack, is that the Nasdaq got hit, the S&Ps got hit, but even Tuesday, that Dow rejected that lower price like ASAP, and it's like, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, but it's not making sense to me, because when I was talking to Kevin Hinks a little bit earlier, I'm really wondering, is the dollar in a change? Getting into a change of trend now, and will that help the multinationals and the other ones and the Nasdaq are just basically oversold, overbought, basically, so they're just taking profits. So we'll see how this shakes out in the next week and a half. But it's we have markets, that's for sure, man.
We have markets, and we have some trend downs. I mean, I'm sorry, I got some positions on over here. I'm like watching out of the corner of my eye, but. Yeah, I mean, right now we broke through that 28.78.5 in the S&P, so I got nothing for 13 points. So I'm going to be looking for eventually get short. And then, I mean, probably the Russell's going to roll over too. The Russell's holding up pretty decent too, but we'll see how long that lasts.
It's a lot of red on this board,
folks.
Right
all you have to do, I will tell you, we have 4 more interviews, and so Jack, this is what happened. We were interviewing Kevin Hinks at the top of the hour, and when we started, the S&Ps were only down 1.
They might have been positive. Go ahead.
By the time we finished, they were down 9.
Yeah.
When we started interviewing you, they were down 9. Now they're down 15.
Yeah. We have 11 minutes left in the show.
My eyes are like this. I'm like looking at everything going on.
Seriously, man.
Oh my God.
It just seems. I swear, every time I come on with you guys, it's like we've had this happen a couple of times. I don't know if it's just maybe it's Thursday at this time of the hour. I got to start paying attention around 9:40 at Thursday, because it just seems like the market's like, hey, let's go.
It's some action.
Let's go. Get ready.
Hey, there's no and what does happen, folks, is this: if you've never used Fibonacci sequences, Fibonacci numbers, what I've found is that when you have faster markets, that's when they work just much better. They just
absolutely.
they just bang out, and it's like, how does this work? But they just hit. They expand and contract in a huge way. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jack. You have a great one, safe one. Of course, we look forward to speaking to you next Thursday.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Jack. It's Jack Gleason, folks, MajorLeagueTrading.com. Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 20 rather. S&P's big number, down 80. Oh, sorry, Nasdaq down 80.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get some selling pressure in this market. We get the Dow down 40, S&Ps are down 15, Nasdaq is down 80, and if we go over to the natural gas, let's see. So
one more quick check. So these were the numbers that came out at 10:30. We said 63 billion cubic feet. You had the estimate being 61. Bloomberg survey 63. So that helps explain why you're not seeing too much of a reaction. Pretty much in line. And checking back on the numbers, we're sitting there right kind of where we came in.
270.
And again, though, to talk about if you just made that bearish trade, just presenting situations, you know, possible hypotheticals.
Right.
The cool thing is that, yes, you would have lost the premium you were paying, right? Which is about $5 or half a penny. But all that intrinsic value you were paying for to the negative side is still there, which is kind of nice. Now, the only other thing I was going to mention here as well is that we're finishing up the show at 11 o'clock, and we have the oil numbers coming up. So a quick comparison
That's
on the
cool.
oil, all right?
Yeah,
So
right.
we'll jump through this quick, but we got crude oil. I'm just going to jump to the 12 o'clocks, all right? We're trading at 68.56 right now. We have a spread at 68.75. So again, we're pretty close. We're within about 20 pennies. This would be your bullish spread, 68.75 up to 70.25. A little bit out of the money, about 20 pennies. Similar $1.50 to the downside spread. You're selling the bearish one. This is going to have your intrinsic value, about 20 pennies, plus a little premium of about 12 bucks. Bullish side, out of the money, all just premium. And so you're looking at about $50 or about half a dollar, 50 cents, that you would need away from 68.75, and you have until noon. Now, the thing to stress, you don't want to be trading the 11 a.m. expirations on crude oil if you're looking for a pop when the numbers are going to come out at 11 a.m. All right, that's why you want to get used to it. Download that demo account. We'll get those numbers at 11 o'clock for oil. Should be pretty good.
Stay right there, folks. We get the fast market coming up next. Then, of course, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.